Good morning to everybody. Today we are going to discuss the very important topic in utility analysis. We already discussed about the utility analysis. In the last class, what we discussed? Consumer equilibrium. The chapter is consumer equilibrium. This is consumer equilibrium. In this consumer equilibrium, there are two concepts. One is cardinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis. And the second one is ordinal utility analysis. Ordinal utility analysis. So, cardinal utility analysis and ordinal utility analysis both are in this consumer equilibrium topic. So, what do you mean by cardinal utility analysis? Very simple. Cardinal utility analysis means utility can be measured in terms of numbers. Utility can be measured in terms of numbers, like 1, 2, 3 and so on. For example, if I will take a sweet, I got 5 units satisfaction or 6 units satisfaction or 10 units satisfaction. It means I am measuring the utility in terms of numbers. This is called cardinal utility analysis. Please remember, cardinal utility analysis means cardinal numbers. This is very important. Some approaches are there. The main important is law of diminishing marginal utility. After this we will discuss. Then the second utility analysis is ordinal utility analysis. Ordinal. Now cardinal, now ordinal. Please remember, don't confuse in the examination. Ordinal utility analysis means utility cannot be measured. Utility cannot be measured in terms of numbers. That is the main difference. Utility can be measured is cardinal utility. Utility cannot be measured is called ordinal utility. Ordinal utility means cannot be measured. So, in this ordinal utility analysis, indifference curve analysis is there, that we will discuss later. Okay. So, these are the two very important approaches in consumer equilibrium. First, we will discuss about the cardinal utility analysis. This cardinal utility analysis, first you must know what are the two concepts in this cardinal utility analysis. What are the two concepts? In cardinal utility analysis, there are two concepts. One is total utility total utility. The second one is marginal utility. One is total utility and second one is marginal utility. So, what is total utility and what is marginal utility? Total utility means utility derived from all units of a commodity. For example, if you take one sweet, you got 5 units of satisfaction. If you take another sweet, you got 10 utils or 10 units of satisfaction. Both you will get 15, 10 plus 5, 15. So, that is called total utility. It means if you use the commodity, you can get some satisfaction. How many units you used? If you add all the utility, you will get total utility. Very simple. If the 40 students are there in the class, if you add 40 students economics marks, you will get total marks. In the same manner, how many commodities you used, what utility derived from that commodity, that is called total utility. Then second one is marginal utility. So, this marginal is a very, very important term in economics, particularly in class 11th. Marginal. So, marginal means additional. The whole microeconomics, this marginal term will come. Today, utility, this is first concept, then next concept, marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal product. So, different concepts are there. That is why first you know the meaning of marginal. Marginal means additional. If I will give one example to you. For example, if you take commodity X, one commodity, you take the utils, 5 utils. For example, you take one sweet, you got 5 units of satisfaction. If you take second sweet, you got 10 units of satisfaction. Now we are discussing the cardinal utility. Utility can be measured in terms of numbers. One sweet, you got 5 utils or 5 units of satisfaction. If you take another sweet, you got 10 units of satisfaction. Now my question is, how many additional sweets you have taken? Only one. First one, another one. Okay, means one additional sweet you have taken. Then how many additional units you got it? First 5, now 10. What is the difference? 5. It means if you take additional sweet, you got 5 additional units of satisfaction. Very simple. 2 units total production, 2 units total utility minus 1 unit total utility. So, 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Here you are taken additional 1 sweet. How much additional satisfaction you got it? 5. That is called marginal. If you understand this concept marginal now, it will be applicable in future about marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal output. So, marginal concept, any concept in this one in microeconomics, it will continue throughout the year. Okay. Now, total utility and marginal utility. Now, we will draw the total utility curve and marginal utility curve separately, and we will compare the two curves and their relationship. Okay. So, now the relationship between TU and MU. What is TU? Total utility. What is MU? Marginal utility. Okay. So, when we are comparing with the total utility and marginal utility with the help of a diagram, first we have to draw the two diagrams. First diagram, OX axis and OY axis. Here you are taking utils. Here it is quantity. Okay. First we are drawing total utility. This is called total utility curve. Okay. Then we will draw the another curve, that is marginal utility. Same, here it is also quantity, here also you are taking utils. This is y axis. This, after this what you have to done? Okay. Where the total utility is maximum, from that point to one dotted line you have to draw up where it touches the x axis. Then in this diagram you have to draw the marginal utility. This is called marginal utility. Here it indicates negative. So, when you are drawing a diagram, draw the two diagrams, one and another diagram is below, because we are comparing the two curves. One is total utility curve and marginal utility curve. So, relationship between TU and MU with the help of a diagram. Now, first diagram total utility and second diagram marginal utility. Now, the total utility curve is starting from origin and increasing at increasing stage, increasing at decreasing stage, maximum and decreasing. What is the slope of the marginal utility curve? Starting from left to right downwards, decreasing, 0 and negative. This is called 0, this is called saturation point. Saturation point. Now we will compare. If I will give explanation, you have to write the explanation point wise in your own words. First listen and write the explanation of the diagram in your own words. First, there are 4 stages in total utility. One is increasing at increasing. Second, increasing at decreasing. Third is maximum. And fourth is decreasing. There are 4 stages in the total utility. First it is increasing at increasing, increasing at decreasing, and maximum and decreasing. Now here you will see, I will give one example to you. What is that example? You are running. First you are running very fast. Next also you are running continuation, but the speed of running will be less than compared to first one. Otherwise you will take the class. In the first class you are very active. Second class you are active, okay, but the strength is decreasing. The last period, I think your energy will be very less. You are there in the school, no doubt, but your absorbing capacity will decreases in the last period. In the same manner, what is here? It is increasing at increasing, fast increasing. Increasing because it is not decreasing, increasing yet decreasing. It means just like you are in the third period, fourth period, fifth period and sixth period. Periods are going on. You are also in the school, but the energy level is decreasing. Last is maximum, last period. After last period also I will say, you will sit in the class. I will take extra class. You said that, no sir, we have no energy. We are not in a position to listen you. Or only if you say forcefully we will sit, but our mind is not working. Is correct or not? So it means 4 stages are there. These 4 stages you have to write the 4 points. Sir, the TU curve is starting from origin and increasing left to right upwards, increasing at increasing, increasing at decreasing, maximum and decreases. So these are the 4 stages of total utility. Then what is the marginal utility? If you see the total utility, you can tell me the slope of the marginal utility curve. Easily you can write in your own words. The marginal utility curve is sloping left to right downwards, negative slope. That is first point. It will start from left to right downwards and it will touch the x-axis and it will go below x-axis. So there are 3 stages in the marginal utility curve: decreasing, 0 and negative. If you write 2 points, so the marginal utility curve is sloping left to right downwards, having 3 stages: decreasing, 0 and negative. Now it is clear about the 2 curves, total utility curve and marginal utility curve. Now we will compare both the curves, the total utility curve and marginal utility curve. This comparison also you can write with the help of the diagrams. The first point, when the TU is increasing at increasing rate, because for example this part increasing at decreasing rate. What about MU? If you see the diagram, you can write in your own words. When the TU is increasing at increasing rate, the marginal utility is decreasing. When TU is increasing at a decreasing rate, that time also the marginal utility is decreasing. Then when TU is maximum, what about MU? The MU is 0. 0 means the marginal utility curve touch the x-axis. Here they are asking 1 mark questions. So many times they ask the 1 mark question. When TU is maximum, what is MU? What you say? The mu is 0. It means the marginal utility curve where it touch the x-axis indicates 0. Here it is positive, here it is 0. Then you can understand what about below x-axis, that is negative. Best example, marginal utility. If you are taking one sweet, you will get some satisfaction. If you take another sweet, you will get satisfaction less than the first one. Like that you will go for 10 sweets you have taken. So it is full, sir, I can't eat. That is called maximum. If you eat another one, what the result will be? Vomiting. So, when the total utility is maximum, the marginal utility is 0. This is very, very important. Where it touch the x-axis, it indicates 0. The last stage is where the total utility is decreasing. Then the marginal utility is negative. This question also they may ask. They may ask in two ways. One is, if marginal utility is negative, what will be the total utility, or what about the TU? They may give either multiple choice question or one sentence or one word answer. When mu is equal to negative, what will be the TU? So then with the help of the diagram you can answer. Sir, when mu is equal to negative, TU is decreasing. Or negative indicates mu curve below x-axis. So, if this whole comparison of TU and mu with the help of these two diagrams, write your answer or explanation of this diagram in your own words, even 10 points or more than 10 points. Very simple. There is no need to go to the book also. In the above two diagrams, x-axis represents quantity, y-axis represents utils respectively. First point is over. In the first diagram, the TU curve is starting from origin and it will go increasing at increasing stage, increasing at decreasing stage, maximum and decreasing. But second point is over. Third point, in the second diagram, the marginal utility curve is sloping left to right downwards and it touch the x-axis and it will go to the below x-axis. That point is over. Now, comparison of TU and MU. First point, or if you continue the points, in TU, increasing at increasing stage, the MU is decreasing. When TU is increasing at decreasing stage, that time MU also decreasing. But when TU is maximum, the MU is equal to 0. It means the marginal utility curve touch the x-axis. In that last TU is decreasing, the MU will be negative. It means it is below x-axis. Over. Explanation. If it is 4 marks or 3 marks, there is no problem. So you will get full marks without reading if you remember only the diagram. If you write the explanation, even 10 points, more than 10 points in your own words. Is it clear? Is there any doubt about the TU and MU and comparison between the total utility curve and marginal utility curve? So now in this consumer equilibrium, we are in cardinal utility analysis. So in this cardinal utility analysis, one theory is there, that is called law of diminishing, law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. DMU, generally what we are calling a DMU, diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Why we are called as law of diminishing marginal utility? Dear students, in economics, please remember, if you read the heading, you will get some conclusion. You will get some answer. For example, now you will see this heading, law of diminishing marginal utility. Then you divide law, diminishing, decreasing, marginal means additional utility. So for this I will say, other things remain constant. If you law, why you are saying law? It is a psychological. In economics it is depend upon assumptions, law. If you take a commodity continuously, the additional benefit of that commodity will decrease. This I will give example to you. For example, Abhinav is there, and Abhinav both are betting. What bet Abhinav said? Sir, I will eat 1 kilo sweets. What I said, hey Abhinav, you can't eat 1 kilo sweets. Bet, sir. Okay. If you will eat 1 kilo sweets and the cost of the sweets and 1000 rupees to you, if you are not eaten, if you are lose the bet, you have to give me 1000 rupees and the cost of the sweets. For example, this is the small bet. Okay. In this bet, what happened? I said, here some rules, conditions are there. Those are called assumptions. Assumption, then you are coming to school means some assumptions are there. You must come to school as per the time and uniform and completion of homework, morning prayer. All these things are there systematically how to do. In the same manner, what is the conditions between this bet of me and Abhinav? 1. So first you have to take the sweet continuously one by one. Don't give gap. No, sir, I will take one sweet now. After half an hour I will take another sweet. No. Continuously you have to take the sweets. And the quantity and quality of the sweets should be the same. For example, laddus, one is very big and second one is very small. No. All laddus are 1 kilo laddus or 1 kilo sweets, whatever it may be. The size and taste should be the same. That is the second condition. What was the first condition? You should eat the sweet continuously. Then all the sweets, size, shape and quality should be the same. Third one, after completion of the last sweet, you should not be vomiting. If you are vomiting means you are lose the bet and I may win the bet. So that's why, for example, these are the conditions. These are called in law what we are calling assumptions. Assumptions means if you are follow these three conditions, then if you have eaten all 1 kilo sweets, I will give 1000 rupees and cost of the sweet. If you are even vomiting also last sweet, then you have to pay the total bet amount plus cost of the sweets. Oh, if you are agree? Yes sir, agree. Very good. First you have to take one sweet. You will get some satisfaction. That is called cardinal utility. We are measuring utility in terms of numbers. Okay. Then you have to take the second. Okay, you will start. Second sweet. How are you feel? Very good sir, no problem. Very good. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5, sir, it is very difficult to eat. I don't know. If you eat, then I will give money to you. If you are not eat, you have to give money to me. It means 7th sweet or 8th sweet, sir. It means the marginal utility, additional sweet you have taken, the utility is decreasing. First you are very fast, you have taken the sweet, very anxiety and very interestingly, and I may win the sweet. Second, that first how much you are fast, that fastness is not there. If you go to the 7th, sir, it is very difficult because your additional utility is decreasing. 9th sweets, sir, I can't eat. But that you decide. What you said first to me, I will eat 1 kilo sweets. That was the bet. So last maximum, that is that what we are saying here. First increasing total utility, increasing and decreasing. Then maximum. Sir, 1 laddu is there, 9th laddu maximum. If you eat 10th laddu, if you are not vomiting, you may success. So this is maximum, total utility. Then marginal utility is 0. Sir, I can't eat. If you take the 10th or 11th one, you got vomiting, it means your additional unit satisfaction is decreasing. So that's why it is called law of diminishing marginal utility. It is decreasing. Law of diminishing marginal. That is in common also. If you take any food or anything, after 8th period also, if I will take, sir, you can't listen because you are tired for the last 7 or 8 periods. So this is called law of diminishing marginality. This can be explained with the help of a schedule. Now, law of diminishing marginal utility schedule. Law of diminishing marginal utility schedule. This is called DMU schedule. So this schedule can be divided into 3. One is one commodity. You have to take any one commodity, units, a commodity, first column. First column commodity, second column total utility, third column marginal utility. Commodity 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simply say any sweet or anything. First total utility 40, 72, then 92. These are the imaginary figures. 100, 100 and 80. Then, so marginal we will derive. There is no need to go to the schedule. We will calculate it. First, what I explained about the bet, here we will see. First sweet, you got 40 units of satisfaction. You are very happy. You are very happy and taken the second sweet. You got 72. How many additional sweets you have taken here? Only 1. How many additional units your satisfaction? 32. It means 2 suites total utility minus 1 suite total utility. So, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, 72 minus 40 is equal to 32. Additional you got 32 benefits, very good, very happy. In the same pace you go to the third, second to third. How much increase? 1 additional. How much difference? 92 minus 72, only 20. Then 3 to 4, same one, another suite. Then 100 to 92, 8 only. Then 4 to 5, only 100. Here there is no difference, 0. Then 5 to 6, here 1. Then it is minus 20. This is called negative. Now you will see here. So simply say 40, 72 minus 40, 32, 92 minus 72, 20, 100 minus 92, 8, 100 minus 0 and minus 20. So, this is called marginal utility, marginal utility. What happened about the marginal utility? Now there is no marginal utility 40. Why? Because there is no additional. Before that one we don't know. But second commodity onwards we are getting the results. 2 units total utility minus 1 unit total utility. 72 minus 40. We got 32. In the same manner we calculated the marginal utility of the remaining commodities 2 to 6. Now you will compare the total utility and marginal utility. There is no problem about the first one. Here 72, 32. It is increasing, but here it is decreasing. Marginal utility is always decreasing. Decreasing 0, this is decreasing from here to here, decreasing. Here it is 0. Here it is negative. So, we already discussed in that last marginal utility curve, decreasing, where it touches the axis 0, below x axis that indicates negative. So, with the help of the table we proved that the marginal utility curve is decreasing, 0 and negative, 3 stages. We proved. In the same manner, now you have to see TU also 40 to 72, it is increasing at increasing. 72 to 92, increasing at decreasing. How you are saying 40 to 72 is 32. 70 to 92 is also increasing, but it is only 20, 30 to say 20. You are running. First you are running fast. Second also you are running, but that fastness will decrease. Then third also running, 8 only. Maximum 100 ke baad, so maximum I can't run. If you go beyond that, you may be fallen or whatever it happen. It means the total utility increasing at increasing stage, increasing at decreasing stage, maximum and decreasing. This is called AT is decreasing. Okay. So, with the help of the total utility also, we can prove that marginal utility may be 0 and negative, but total utility cannot be 0 and negative. Please remember, total utility cannot be 0. Increasing, maximum and decreasing, it will not be 0 or negative. That is why if you see the total utility curve, it is decreasing only, it will not be 0 or negative. But marginal utility curve decreases 0 and negative. Is it clear? Now, if you compare these two, if TU is increasing, MU is decreasing, 40 to 32, this is 40 to 72. Then 72 to 92 increasing, it is decreasing. 90 to 100 increasing, this is decreasing. Then it is maximum, it is 0. We already discussed in the diagram where the TU is maximum, the MU is 0. Okay. After that 100 to 80, it means the total utility is decreasing. Then the marginal utility is negative. Negative means the curve is below x-axis. The MU curve is below x-axis indicates negative or minus. It means the MU should be 0 and negative, but the TU cannot be 0 or negative. So, this is called law of diminishing marginal utility. Diminishing marginal utility. It is general also, it is a natural general to every person. If any work, so first how much your energy, it will not come evening because of the additional work we are doing, automatically the energy will decreases. So, that is why it is called as psychological law of consumption. Psychological law of consumption. Okay. So, exceptions I already said to you, it is not some exceptions. For example, you may ask one question, sir, additional utility is decreasing, I am getting more money. For example, I have 100 rupees. If I will get another 100 rupees, so I will feel happy, but I will not be unhappy. You are saying that, but there are some exceptions. Those are called exceptions. Please remember here, assumptions are different, exceptions are different. Assumptions means conditions. You have to come to school at 7:40 and you have to come to school with uniform. Exceptions, due to transport problem or due to any band or anything, you are unable to come. Assumptions. So, due to COVID, you are not coming to school. This is called exceptions. Exception, EXCEPTION. Exception is different. Sometimes they may ask, what are the exceptions of law of DMU? So, there are three exceptions or law of diminishing. One is money and expensive metals such as gold, silver, etc. If you are getting more money, more silver, more gold, there is no law of diminishing marginal utility. Every person having getting more money means already he or she will be happy. Second one, reading. So, some are reading more, they may get interesting, but to our students, you are not doing like this. Then listening to music, yes, even 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours also, they will listen, they don't feel, they don't, marginality will not be decreased. Acquiring knowledge. So, there is no end for learning, there is no age limit. Always learning is a continuous process. So, these 4 are exceptions. Please remember, this is a 3-mark question. And assumptions means conditions. I already said to you, those are the conditions. That is why in every question, one is introduction or meaning, second schedule explanation, or table explanation. Schedule or table both are the same. Then diagram explanation, exceptions and conclusion. If you put those 4 or 6 subheadings, you will get 6 out of 6 if all are correct. That is very, very important. In English, 2 words are very dangerous words, if and but. So, all you are feeling that next year we are becoming a 12th class students. If you are past class 11th, then only you will become a 12th student. If is a very dangerous words. Dangerous word. In the same manner, if all conditions are fulfilled, okay. So, that is why 6 subheadings, if you writing answer of a 6-mark question, you have to keep in mind of minimum 6 subheadings. Meaning, then schedule, third schedule explanation, diagram explanation, and the last one is conclusion. Okay, we will discuss the remaining topic tomorrow.